Hi, how you doing? My name's Jay Tinker. I was on MasterChef. Cancer survivor, which is the big one, but yeah, it was a year ago that I survived cancer and things like that. And here we are now filming in my home. Welcome to my home. And we are going to do the kind of food that helped me recover from cancer. So here we go. What I'm going to make for you today is Moroccan spice honey chicken with feta and sundried tomato salad. All right, so here we go. First of all, the spice mix. The spice mix is the most important thing with this. I use NutriBullet. Now, the spices that I use is fennel seed, coriander seed, fenugreek, and cumin seed. Right, now as you can see, these are all raw seeds. Right, they're all raw seeds. And then I put oregano. Right, so they're the things that I use for the spice blend. Now, as you can see, put it in the NutriBullet. Now, to save all the bother wording it around and the noise, here's one that I made earlier. Now, it's a fine spice blend, so you blend it quite fine. Now, when I put it on the chicken thighs, I always use chicken thighs because of the fat content. Reason being is the fat content is actually good for you. You know, a lot of these places, oh, fat free, this, that. No, don't do that. Go sugar free, sugar free. It's the one thing that cancer breeds on. It absolutely loves sugar, absolutely loves sugar. So the less sugar you have, the better it is for you completely. Right, so the spice, you put it on the chicken. I massage it in a little bit. I like to massage it in because if you massage it and kind of press it in a little bit, what happens is that it doesn't come off as much in the pan. If you just sprinkle it, put it in, I find it comes off. One big thing, what I've learned, I mean, by the way, I've got a nutrition company, so it's not like I've learned all this recently. As I say, I was a finalist on MasterChef, this, that, the other 2012, and I've got a nutrition company. So when I got cancer, I realised how important nutrition is, not just to prevent, but I wouldn't say to beat cancer. You know, chemotherapy and radiotherapy did that for me, but to rebuild your life back. And that's the important one. It's how you're going to come back, which is, you know, mentally, physically, and this helps physically. You know, obviously going to the gym and so on. Now, what I was saying a minute ago, another one that I think you should not have is oils, vegetable oils, groundnut oil, so on, so on. I think the things that you should be cooking in is coconut oil, 1,000,000%, but what I love cooking in is ghee, which is clarified butter. You can find it in the supermarkets, blah, 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 and that is what I love to cook in. It gives flavour, but believe it or not, it's a lot healthier. Anyone out there who knows about diet, and I mean serious diet, do you know what I mean, will tell you to stay away from the oils, sunflower oil, vegetable oil, rapeseed oil, so on, so on, so on. Stay away from them. Them and sugar, I find, are the key problems with dietary fats. Right, so nice and simple up to now. We've got the spice blend is on the chicken in the pan, frying away, all good to go. Now, you don't want to bang the heat up on this one. You want to take your time because shortly I'm going to put the lid on it to steam it as well. And another ingredient that I do love is manuka honey. Now, again, I know I've just been going on about sugar and now I'm talking about honey. This is manuka honey, it's natural, right? So 5 pieces of chicken, 6 pieces of chicken, you're looking at just under a tablespoon. Fine. It's when you're having a jar a day. Do you see what I'm saying? So, and it gives a really good flavour and a really good glaze, sweetness on the chicken. So, while the chicken's cooking, you're going to build a salad. Now, it's all right saying salad's a salad. Yeah, it is, but the kind of diet that I'm on that's put me in the best condition of my life is a high protein, high fat diet. And one of the other fats that I do use is olive oil. Now, I only ever use them in, not the cooking, I use them in the salad dressings. You know what I mean? You can put some cider vinegar with it. Cider vinegar is nice. However, the best having them cold. The best having the olive oil cold. And it's got to be a really good olive oil. A really good olive oil. A lot of people see the olive oil all cloudy in the bottle. Right? That cloudy one is the one that you want. Believe it or not, the cloudy one is the one that you want. Let me tell you about what I went through with cancer. Cancer is no picnic. I was diagnosed January the 4th, 2023. And it really is no picnic. It really is no picnic. It's one of the hardest things you're ever going to go through. However, on the other side of that, it's also been mentally one of the best things I've gone through. It's challenging, it's hard, but when you come back from it and you survive from it, then it changes you. And I'm just going to make sure it changed me for the better. And it has when it's made me more positive. I would have never done videos like this, but my little baby brother over there, Mickey, he's taught me into it, so here we are. So he thinks I should be telling his story about how far I've come in such a short time. So anyway, salt. A little thing about salt, right? Salt is like wine. The more expensive it is, the better it is. Now, on that note, you can use your Malden salt, which is the sea salt, which is great. Do not use the processed stuff, which is like the table salt. That's really bad for you. That's bad for you. You're going to have to use a good sea salt. Celtic salt is one of the best. I've got some in the cupboard. I put some on my tongue every morning and things like that. You know, you don't get headaches, believe it or not, when you're using natural sea salt. Anyway, I'm going to spin this chicken over now, and as you can see, with the spices, it's gone all nice and golden, crisp on one side, yeah. And as you can see, it's starting to take a really, really, really good colour. This is only the start of it, by the way. This just gets better. This just gets better. Now, while that's cooking, I'm going to build a salad. The salad we use is already washed, but what I like to use is baby spinach. Now, baby spinach, it's already washed and ready to go. You know what I mean? You can re-wash it, it's entirely up to you. I find baby spinach with this kind of thing, it's earthy and it withstands the bold flavours. You've got the bold flavours being the sun-dried tomatoes, olives, feta. They're quite bold, so the earthy spinach carries off beautifully. Right, so as you can see, chicken's nice and golden. We're going to get a little bit of manuka honey. Now, as you can see, this is set. Right, now stay away from the squeezy honey, right? Because if you read the labels on these, half of them are syrup and things like that. You've only got to have a certain amount of honey in that pot to call it honey. You know, so you're eating sugar syrup half the time. Whereas if you get a good manuka honey, right? Yeah, it's expensive, and if you're on a budget, fair enough. Leave the honey out. This tastes great without it. It's my preference. I just like a sticky, you know, a spicy, sticky chicken really, and that's the kind of food I love to eat. So this kind of food is tasty, flavoursome, quick, you know what I mean? Like, you're done within 10 minutes. What I'm also going to suggest right here, stick a lid on it. Let it steam a little bit. And when it steams a little bit, it really, the honey coats, it melts, and then you spin it over and it just bastes it beautifully. Anyway, back to the salad. You've got your spinach leaves. Right. Now, on a little board here, this is my favourite salad ever. Spinach leaves. We've got red onion, we've got olives. Now, olives, again, be careful. Don't buy olives, cheap olives out of a jar. Go to the deli because you want olives in natural olive oil. If you got it in sunflower oil, see where I'm going? It's bad. So the more natural you go, the better. Now, moving along, these sun-dried tomatoes, let me tell you about these. These are actually cherry tomatoes that was coming to this sell-by date, right, in the supermarket. And, you know, and I clocked them, I was like, oh. Now, just before the tomato gets to its sell-by date, it's at its best. So what I did was I bought about 4 big punnets of them, sliced them, oven dried them with some oregano and a little bit of me sprinkled sea salt, then soaked them in olive oil once they dried out, and it makes the best sun-dried tomatoes ever. I mean, the best sun-dried tomatoes ever. Now, as you can see, this chicken is starting to really take now. It's starting to get a beautiful colour. The smells, honestly, swear to God. Yeah, and this is a lunch. Do you know what I mean? This is a lunch. You can make this every day of the week. You know what I mean? It doesn't take long. It's cheap. It's chicken thighs and so on. I've made the sun-dried tomatoes out of sell-by-date tomatoes. So how I like to do the salad, sprinkle plenty of red onion on. Right, now, again, I love the crunch out of that. Then you've got olives. Again, the fat content, natural fat content, very, 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 very important. Right, then you get the sun-dried or oven roasted, sell-by-date tomatoes, you know, whatever you want to call them. But these are delicious, they're the best ones because they're natural and you've done them yourself and it's cheap. A pot of sun-dried tomatoes costs a few quid. You know, they cost like £1.50 for a massive jar that I did myself, you know, while I was watching TV. You know what I mean? Put them in. Anyway. And the last one is feta cheese. Now, again, you get a good feta. A good feta is always the best feta to get. A good organic feta. And by the way, on the camera that's pointing on the plate, if you see a black thumb, it's because I closed my thumb in the car door, in the van door the other day when I was working. And trust me to be filming when I've got all kinds going on. Right, so here we go. Finished dish. As you can see, the steam off it now. Can you see the glaze? Look at the colour. So, again, these recipes are all going to be on the website. So please follow them. You know, they are really healthy. They are really good for you. Very, very tasty. But I want people to start cooking again. You know what I mean? Cook for yourself, cook for your wife, cook for your girlfriend, you know, cook for your children. Do you understand what I mean? There's too much convenience food going round at this point. There's too much convenience food and, you know, convenience food is great when you've got a busy life, but when you get home from work, get on the pans, get cooking because it's nice and easy to sit there and just like phone a takeaway and this, that, the other. You don't know what oils they're using, what salts, what this, that, the other. So that's where they become, I think, dangerous to you. Now, they won't be dangerous just yet, but in the long run, they will affect you. Trust me, I was 51 when I got cancer, and I'm coming up to 53 now, and I'm in the best shape of my life because of food like this. Because of eating clean food. This is where I think society should be. They should go back to the original way of eating where there's sort of like, you know what I mean? You'd roast a chicken and then save the carcass and make a soup out of it. Do that, do you know what I mean? That's where you should be at. Anyway, this is my chicken, Moroccan spiced chicken with honey and a feta and sun-dried tomato. Sorry, oven-dried tomato. Salad. Listen, take care and remember, never, ever, ever, ever give up. No matter what your circumstances, if you're having the worst time of your life, just hang on in there because better times are coming. They always are, just dig in. All right, thank you. God bless.